Good afternoon, students. This is Vijay Janardhan Ushir, working as an assistant professor at the Department of Chemistry at Maratha Vidya Prasarak GMD College, Sinnar, Nasik. This is the fifth lecture of chemical kinetics. In this lecture, we will study the first order reaction by PPT presentation. So, what is first order reaction? A reaction is said to be first order if its rate is determined by concentration change of one reactant term only, or we can define the first order reaction like a way that the rate reaction whose rate varies with first power of the concentration of reactant. So rate of this reaction increases as the number of times the concentration of reactant is increased, because the rate of first order reaction is dependent on the concentration of that one reactant only. So the rate increases as the concentration of that reactant is increased. So we will see the integral expression for the first order reaction. So consider a reaction A gives products. So if we write the differential form of the rate law, rate is equal to decrease in the concentration of reactant, that is minus dA divided by change in the time. Decrease in the concentration of reactant minus dA upon dt is equal to K. K is the rate constant of a reaction into A, the concentration of A. So rate is equal to minus dA upon dt is equal to K into concentration of A. If we rearrange this equation, then minus dA upon A, this concentration of A goes to the denominator side and this dt goes to the numerator side. So dA upon A is equal to, this negative sign goes here, dA upon A is equal to minus K into dt. So integrate the both sides of this equation within the limits A0 to A, because here the concentration of A changes from A0 to A. A0 is the initial concentration of reactant and A is the concentration at time t. So A0 to A, dA upon A is equal to, minus sign is taken outside the integration and time changes from 0 to t. So integration from 0 to t, K into dt, and this K is the rate constant, which is a constant and taken as a outside. So integration of A0 to A, 1 upon A into dA minus K into 0 to t into dt. So what is the integration of 1 upon A? So integration of 1 upon A, we recall from the calculus that integration of 1 upon A or 1 upon x is ln of x. So upon integration we got the equation ln of A is minus ln of A0 is equal to minus K into t. This is the required integral form for the first order reaction, and this equation can be rearranged as ln of A is equal to, this negative ln of A0 goes here. So ln of A is equal to ln of A0 minus kt. So above this equation is of the form y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of straight line. So here y means ln of A. So if we plot the graph, then on the y-axis ln of A is plotted, on the x-axis time is plotted. So ln of A versus time t is the graph of a straight line, and we got this slope from this graph, that is minus k. Slope m is equal to minus k, and intercept on the y-axis is the ln of A0. So from the rate equation of first order reaction, we got the slope, and from the value of slope we can calculate the value of rate constant, and from value of y-intercept we can calculate the initial concentration of reactant. So that equation is of straight line with slope m is equal to minus k and y-intercept b is equal to ln of A0. So also we write this equation in the form of ln of A minus ln of A0 in the form of ln of A upon ln of A0 is equal to minus kt. So this is the required integral form of first order reaction, where A is the concentration at time t and A0 is the concentration at time t is equal to 0, or we also call this concentration as initial concentration, and K is called as a rate constant. So graphical representation of a first order reaction. If we plot on the y-axis ln of A and on the x-axis time, then we got a straight line with decreasing slope, because the value of slope is minus k. So the line is decreasing and having the y-intercept is equal to ln of a0. So from this equation, ln of a is equal to ln of a0 minus kt. So slope is equal to m is equal to minus k, and y-intercept is equal to b is equal to ln of a0. So half-life of a first order reaction. So how we can define the half-life of any reaction? So half-life is a time scale in which half of the initial reactant concentration is decreased, is called as a half-life, or half-life is the time scale in which the initial population is decreased. Initial population of reactant is decreased by half of its original value, and it is represented by following equation. So half-life means the initial concentration is decreased to half. So initial concentration is A0. So the initial concentration is decreased to half. So concentration of A becomes 1 upon 2 of A0. So we can write the integral form of first order reaction ln of A upon ln of A0 equal to minus kt. So ln of, by putting the value of concentration of A, ln of 1 upon 2 of A0 divided by A0 is equal to minus kt. So this A0 get cancelled. So ln of 1 upon 2 is equal to minus kt. So ln of 1 upon 2 is equal to 0.693, minus 0.693 is equal to minus kt. So this negative get cancelled. So half-life, or this T is the half-life, because here the initial concentration of reactant is decreased to half of its original value. So this T can be denoted as a T half because it is a half-life. So T half can be written as T half is equal to 0.693 upon K. So this is the required uh, equation for the half-life of a first order reaction. So what is the unit of K for the first order reaction? So half-life of a first order reaction is given as T1 half is equal to 0.693 divided by K. So K is equal to, if we rearrange this equation, K is equal to 0.693 divided by T half. So from this, the unit of K is 0.693 is a constant, and what is the unit of time? Unit of time is a time inverse, or also we can write it as a second inverse. So unit of K for the first order reaction is a second inverse. So what are the different examples of a first order reaction? So first example is the thermal decomposition of N2O5. So thermal decomposition of N2O5 gives N2O3 plus O2. So rate of this reaction is dependent on concentration of N2O5 only. So it is called as a first order reaction. And second is the hydrolysis of hydrogen peroxide. So hydrolysis of hydrogen peroxides gives water plus half O2. So rate of this reaction also depends on the concentration of H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide only. So this is also the example of hydrogen peroxide. In the next lecture, we will study the second order reaction in detail.